Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I'm just coming in for a general read. However, even though I usually do messages of what do you need to know right now, I really want to see how your week is going to go because I'm recording this on a Sunday. And per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. But I feel like there's something you need to be aware about something this week. What is something you need to know? And again, if it doesn't apply to you, that is okay. Got a notification sign, so something coming this week. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Two of Cups in reverse and the Empress. Fuck love, give me diamonds. F love, give me diamonds. I'm already in love with myself. It's called Love by Iggy Azalea. That's immediately what I thought of. Whoa! Good for you. Seriously, no. Oh my gosh, I'm talking to a bad bitch. I think that you are in this energy of you deserve more in this world than just love, okay? You're no longer seeking love anymore. I think you are understanding, like, love does not define your worth. How people in your past, when it comes to love connection, does not define who you are. I love this card for the Empress. Look at her. She's like, It's like I'm better than all of them. There is something, believe it or not, this week you could be getting over an ex. You're finally getting over a situation. You're no longer going to feel triggered anymore. You know who the F you are. There is more to this world I think you're trying to seek than just love. It's kind of this energy, though, with the Empress. Again, gender doesn't matter, but she attracts. She never chases. It's kind of this, like, if love comes to me, great. I'm no longer chasing it. I'm better than that. There is something about this week you may be coming into kind of your self-worth and that self-understanding of, I don't need love to feel validated or to feel empowered. I don't need that stuff. I don't need to be showered with words of affirmations from other, dates or men or women. You do that for yourself. There is something about you're finally going to start seeking independency for yourself. What is going on with that? That Eight of Swords in reverse. That's what I'm saying. You're getting out of that mindset. You could have been hung up on a situation for a long time. Or if that's the case, you may have had that habit of you just constantly wanted to find love. Even if one person didn't give you, there's a piece of hair hanging. Oh, it's just right here. It was bothering me. It was on the back of my head. Anyways, yeah, the world cycle completed right there. Maybe you've had a bad habit of doing when is my soulmate coming? When is this coming back? When is this person coming back? When do I get to, now you're like, wait a minute. It's kind of like that I am my own soulmate. I love myself so freaking much. There is something about glamour magic you could be practicing on. But let me see, what, oh, the Tower. That's where I said good for you. Believe it or not, you're finally going to get yourself unstuck. I'm going to be honest with the Tower. It's not a bad tower. Believe it, if this is really your reading, I feel like you're already trying to embody your Empress energy. You're already, I don't feel like I'm talking to a collective that's going to settle right now. You're already getting a taste of who you really are. There may be something coming this week with the Tower that's going to shake up your world a little bit. And it's not really a bad thing. It's more about, let me actually see what that Tower is. I'm going to be honest. For some of you, I'm kind of hearing maybe somebody's going to try to push your buttons and try to see, are you going to go back to that energy like I talked about of when is love coming for me? Are they going to come back for me? Are they going to do this? Or, when is it? And you're finally going to see your self-worth in a situation. This Tower moment's going to finally hit you. But don't be afraid of it. I feel like this collective, again, you're getting yourself unstuck. You're already coming into this Empress energy of, I don't need love to feel validated. I don't need somebody's dusty, musty son or daughter telling me how little I feel when I could do that for myself. There is something about when this Tower moment comes in, I'm kind of hearing, what did I miss? The dates you never took me on, the flowers you never got me, the way you never made me feel safe, the way you've always made me feel like an Eight of Swords, very stuck and very fragile. What do I miss out of love? There is something about love could have always traumatized you. So in a lot of ways, the only thing I will say with the Tower to work on in the future, maybe in a little ways you are kind of an avoidant, but it's not in a bad thing, is don't get into that habit for the future. Yes, something's going to shock you this week. In the future of self-sabotaging maybe good connections because you've been so traumatized traumatized with it, okay? You are in your avoidant era, but it's not a bad thing because you've always been in your chasing period, okay? So as bad as you need to be, sit up in your throne a little too high. I will say this, collective, you do. The Tower, good for you. What is this Tower? What is coming? Seven of Swords. And again, it's very general. This could apply about an ex of some form or somebody that could already be in your life, or this could be somebody brand new. It's like you could smell BS from a mile away. Again, Empress, look how pretty she's sitting. The Empress, I love this card for the Empress. She knows her worth. Gender doesn't matter again. She knows what she deserves. Again, she attracts, she never chases. Now, the whole attract, she doesn't attract crummy people. You know, it's kind of that energy of like, you know, you are what you attract. You know, I always say, as bad as it sounds, if you're under a low frequency, if you're kind of not seeing your self-worth, if you're not seeing, you know, who you really are, which is your Empress energy, what do you think you're going to attract? You're going to attract crummy people. And I think that's something this week you're going to understand. I feel like there is somebody in your energy that is going to come out and pull some stuff on you. And I think a lot of it is words. Empress, she is not phased by words. Actions. She wants her emperor, not a little boy, not a little girl. She wants her masculine. Again, when I say all this, gender does not matter, okay? You don't have time for karmic energies. You want something exciting, something fun, something playful. You don't have time for breadcrumbing, gaslighting. I feel like that may be something that is coming your way. Eight of Swords in reverse. The Emperor in reverse, are you kidding me? I just said you need your Emperor. Look who's coming in, not your Emperor. Recognize that. And there's a reason at the beginning of this reading, yeah, Nine of Swords, you could have been in this spot of you've been hung up on somebody for a long period of time, or at least been hung up on an idea of what love is with that Eight of Swords in reverse. You're already coming out of it, be like, that wasn't love. All those time they played mind games on me, they betrayed me, they did some sneaky stuff. That wasn't love. That's not what I deserved. They never made me feel emotionally safe. That's not my masculine. That's not how I imagine love to be. It's kind of like you're already doing this. Is this the love story I want to tell our kids someday? No, and that's not the kind of person I want. I'm telling you right now, you're going to recognize the difference between a wounded masculine, because that's what's coming in, versus a masculine. Emperor, masculines, they're hunters, they are providers. They not only tell you what they're going to provide, but they're actually going to do the work. This person is going to be like, hey, little mama, come over. Like little flirtatious, little boy, little girl crap. No. This week you're going to understand, and like I said, if this is really your reading, if you're really not for this, if you're not feeling this, this is clearly not your reading, you're going to understand. I'd much rather be, it's kind of, I feel like this collective, you are doing this. You know what's funny? I actually just told a girlfriend a few days ago this, and I'm going to say, because I feel like this is the energy you guys are embodying, but I said this to somebody, I would rather drink bleach than to worry about somebody's dusty son, worrying about they're going to, if I'm the one, or if they're going to choose me, or if they're going to do this. I will never lose sleep over that ever again, because we were having a conversation on how much I've leveled up, you know, in my personal, I feel like this collective, you're going to understand that. There is something about, it's going to give you the ick. You're going to get the ick this week for the first time. You're no longer going to settle for bare minimum behavior. The Empress. And then, yeah, the Five of Swords in reverse. Heavy air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I got Aries, Pisces, Taurus. You're finally going to get out of your own way. There is something about, again, I'd rather drink bleach than to worry about if you're going to choose me. There is something about this person. They're not really choosing you. They're not again, I keep getting the way they're going to talk to you. It's going to give you the ick. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Let me do one more for that Emperor in reverse. Oh, Three of Cups in reverse, and then the Chariot. You're not a toy. You're not somebody that somebody can run to when they're bored. And you're going to remind them of that. There is something about remind them who you are. Edna Mode from The Incredibles must be significant. You will show them who you are. My gosh, pull yourself together. And you already are. Remind this person who you really are. You're not the one. I hope this helped my babies, and good luck.